I don't know, October, September maybe, I was thinking one day, we need a lighthouse. And I want to build it. And then pastor says something, that his sermon about it. I'm like, okay, I can do this. So I go home and I tell Molly Ann what I had been thinking already. You know, we talked about it, and I was kind of looking at plans, and nothing was really saying this is it. She says, build it like the lighthouse we have here in town. I'm like, wow, now, I don't know if I can do that. So the next Tuesday, every Tuesday morning, I go to a men's Emmaus group and was telling those guys about it. And a lot of you guys know Billy Hahn. He says the same thing Molly Ann said. You need to build it like the lighthouse we have in town. So there we go. So I knew I couldn't do it by myself. So I guess you could say, employed Bobby Hahn. He's got the mind that I want to be able to do this kind of stuff. So we went over, we were in his barn, as you can see on the pictures. And we tried a few different things, didn't work. Okay, finally we get some stuff going. And it probably, I don't know, we have close to 60, 70 hours in this thing. And we got it built. So what I want to do, of course, I'm going to thank Bobby. He was the leader on this. I just had the thought. All of the materials were donated by Marty Strakus. He has Coastline Trailers, which that saved us lots and lots of money. This is all treated wood. This thing's going to be there several years before we have to worry about doing any repairs. So as Bobby and I are building this thing, we built it in sections because we knew how heavy it was. And we're both thinking to ourselves, how are we going to put this in place? We can't handle this. So I recruited some help, and David File, he sent over 2 of his employees. And I'm going to tell you, without those 2 guys, we'd still be out there trying to figure out how to put it together. I had lots of help. Of course, a lot of prayers on it. Zane gave us a hand on it. Of course, I kept pushing him, so I didn't give him a choice. Ira was there. We had some help. I'm going to miss some people's names and stuff on it, but I definitely appreciate all of the help and the thoughts and the prayers, and definitely appreciate all the beautiful, kind words about it. It's not completely finished yet. I want to get it painted, so we're going to paint it white. I have some trim to put on it that'll have the same blue color as on the top. Throw out a few little more pieces about this project, other than my hands and Bobby's on it, and Marty giving the stuff. The light in the top of it, Doug, hold on. So Doug comes to me and he says, I got a light for you. Because I'm trying to figure out, what am I going to do? You know, what kind of light can we put in this? So he shows up at the house with this light. And if you look really close, you can't see it all, but it's a channel marker that you'll see out in the bay and on the rivers and stuff. Well, this one's kind of special. It comes not just because it came from Doug, but it comes from Peoria, Illinois, where he was in the Coast Guard, and he acquired it. Well, that's where Molly Ann was born. So there's a lot of special in this. I mean, I'll even go to the detail. The blue piece on top is a molasses tub from Billy Hahn. So it's got a piece of quite a few people of Port Lavaca in here. So I asked for the help on painting it. The wood is treated, but it's been outside for 6, 7 months. So it's definitely ready to be painted. We just got to watch the weather. If it rains, let it dry a few days. And if we get somebody to come out and paint it, absolutely beautiful. Try to be careful of the rooftop and the blue piece on top, but don't worry about it if you get paint on it. We have more paint to fix that. So I hope everyone enjoys it. I know it's done its job already because we've had a lot of people that don't come here that have said something to me or anybody else. Katie's gotten some comments about it. I've seen stuff on Facebook about it. So it's doing its job. And then one of the guys that works for David said, the first day they came, I live in the neighborhood. We've been wanting to come here. I'm going to bring my dad. I don't see him here this morning, but that's okay. This is going to remind him every day he goes to work. So, anyway, thank you very much for the patience and helping me get through this. All right?